Okay, we're here. I know it may not seem like much, but my goodness, getting ready for today's stream was a lot of work, like behind the scenes, because I got a new set of pencils. I'll fly them by so everybody can see them here. Here they are. Look, aren't they pretty? And I've had a couple of these pencils before, and I was happy with them, but I've been really wanting the whole set, so this was my Christmas present to me. But if you are here, hi, welcome. I'm Elizabeth. This is Grace and Lottie's channel. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. It is Thursday. My week has been very busy, so it's like figuring out what day. Hi, Angela, welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I sat down last night because I've had a Swatch chart, the Swatch chart right here. I made it based on information I had online because I only had a couple of the pencils. And I sat down to do it to only realize that it wasn't the box order anymore. I actually did it here. You can kind of see how far I made it. I made it to here. And suddenly it was like, no, this is not right. Like, they're not sitting in the right order. So I had to figure it out. In that, I also figured out that my names weren't all necessarily correct either for the pencils. And I'm like, okay, when did that change? Because I know the way I make these. I gotta change it really, really quick right here. There we go. I used what was available on the Faber-Castell website. So I thought, and I made the original pages were made back in 2023. So there's a chance they changed some stuff. So I went to their website to try to figure this out and solve the mystery. I found a bunch of pages. I do have them printed because I will be using them a lot, trying to color match and stuff like that. And it was kind of interesting because I found that they have like all of their stuff there, color matched and stuff, which I thought was super cool. But upon further review, I was able to see that, my chart was wrong. So that meant I had to go to my Etsy store. I deactivated all the listings that I currently had for the Faber-Castell Polychromos set. Was able to get this one done. This is the only one right now that is available. I will have the gradient chart for this set, this size set as well. Currently has an old photo because I haven't finished this to have a new photo yet. So it'll have one that's just partially filled in, but it will be the updated sheet. So know that like it has been double checked. I was able in the rework to be able to make the font bigger. So I was excited about that. It's not a size 6 anymore. To make this all fit on one sheet, which I like to try to have them on one sheet, I had to go that small. I was able to kind of rework some of the formatting on different areas and sneak it down just a little bit to get it to that size 7 font. So a little bit more legible there. I think it lays out a little bit better. Like, you don't notice a huge difference. I mean, I can see a difference, obviously, looking right here in the size of the font. But anyway, excited about that change right there. I'm going to be double checking a couple of things because it looks... My numbers are looking a little bit weird right here. I'm just going to double check to make sure that's my printer. It's very possible that it's my printer doing that. But we are here to swatch some pencils, and let's see what these look like. Of course, I do kind of already know what they look like because I was checking to see too, in doing all of this, if there was like one order was better than the other. Maybe the previous order actually does lay out better. So I do still have that order saved. It is not currently in the swatch chart, but see if I like it a little better or if the newer one is like the better choice. So that being said, let's pull out some pencils. I'll do the flyby here. I will be taking a little bit of a break when we reach the blues because I do still have to do photos and stuff for the Etsy store with this because I do them while I'm in process. I don't have to print them multiple times to get my product photos and that. So I will be stopping. I always do it around sky blue or light blue. This one has a sky blue, so I'll be stopping right there and grabbing a couple of little extra shots with all of it. So that being said, let's start with white. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys here. You can see it a little bit better in the vertical view. It'll also help be able to see it on the wide view as well. For those of you who don't know, I stream simultaneously on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. The vertical streams are on YouTube and TikTok, but if you want to see a standard horizontal view, you can head on over to Twitch. I'm Grace and Lottie at all of those, so I'm easy to find. So whichever one you prefer, you have choices. I am not recording today's, so just FYI. Light yellow glaze, 104. The ivory in the set is one of my favorites because most sets will go straight from like white to a cream. And so the fact that it has that ivory that's like a really nice between shade to me is very, very useful in these. For those of you who don't know about the Polychromos set, it is a oil-based pencil. So they work a little bit different than wax-based, meaning that they're going to be a little more translucent typically, so that layering behaves a little differently, which can create some very, very interesting effects. Kind of think about oil paints and the way oil paints layer differently than acrylics. I'm not saying that wax pencils behave like acrylics, but the way that oil paint will layer on each other, and they are typically a little translucent so that you can see what's underneath a little bit more. That's what you're gonna get with these. Okay, next we're going with light cadmium yellow, 105. Next we'll have light chrome yellow. Next, cadmium yellow, 107. The sharpen on these pencils straight out of the box is probably the best sharpen I have found in a set of color pencils. For the way I want my pencils to be sharpened, just FYI. Next is dark chrome yellow. It's funny, all I have to do the little spots. Next we have cadmium orange. And then orange glaze. I'm realizing I was off screen. I am sorry, guys. The viewfinder is not very wide. I've got to figure out where my happy spots are on this. Next we have dark cadmium orange. And then light cadmium red. I think that light cadmium red I did not get. It is appearing that I did not get the font increased on that one. I was trying so hard to have this all ready and done. Let's fix that very quickly. That's one of the reasons I'm not recording the stream today, because I kind of figured that there would probably be a couple of little issues like this. Yep, I was correct. I looked at it, I was like, that looks a little bit off. So let's go ahead here really, really quick. fix the Etsy listing from here. I'm doing it all on my iPad here. It takes a second. Getting a text message, of course. I haven't. Okay. And this will have this listing updated so that why is it not letting me upload this now? This is so weird. Etsy is being very goofy. Okay, I'm seeing why. It's because the name is not set up correctly. Of course, I'm trying to do this fast. There we go. We are good. We are up. Okay, listing has been fixed. We fixed the issue. This font size is now correct. All that work. Thank you guys for sticking with me through that. This is the process, what it looks like in real time. So that's fine, 117. We are on to scarlet red. Pale Geranium Lake. This was one of the names I had wrong that has been fixed. It said Pale Geranium Red, and it was Pale Geranium Lake. Next, Deep Scarlet Red. And then here's another one that I had wrong. It said Permanent Red. It is Permanent Carmine 126. Deep Red, 223. Move to the middle now. We got Middle Cadmium Red. Dark Red. Interesting, because I'm thinking they do have a light, and they said medium, but they just don't have light and like regular. What do they need for the middle? So we don't have a dark. Do we have a dark? I'm looking real quick. There is no dark cadmium red. Next we have Madder. What's the Madder? 142. Then we get into a Bob Ross color. Alizarin Crimson. Okay, scoot the page over. We'll go into Pink Carmine. Rose Carmine 124. I think this Rose Carmine's a very pretty shade of pink. Light Purple Pink. Sounds like a little kid color name, doesn't it? This is my light purple pink. Then fuchsia. And magenta. Light magenta. New row. And we have Pink Madder Lake. middle purple pink. Light red violet. I love that these have like their German names on them because I am not a German speaker at all, and the German names, like when you read them as an English speaker, are entertaining because this light red violet becomes rot violet hell. And I just think these are so, like, their names are fun. Like, it's like, oh, this is interesting. Of course, violet is just violet, but some of them have either like a crazy long name, which is really fun, like, because the way German builds a word is just an interesting way to do it. It's so different, but that's how you end up with the crazy long words, is they just keep adding in, like, the descriptors just become part of the word. Which, if you think about it, would make like diagramming a sentence like a crazy amount easier. Hello, welcome in. I'm sorry your name on my screen is like a dark blue, so I can't read your name, but welcome over on Twitch. My phone is busy. I'll have it out in a minute, and that's where I normally view Twitch chat, but welcome in. Crimson is next. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Next we get manganese violet. Violet. That's funny, I tune in and you talk about German names. Oh, the German names are fun. I'm guessing you're in German, or in Germany, not German. Oh my goodness, I sound like a dumb American right now. That's what I figured. So my family lineage is German. Technically, they came over before like Germany was like really a thing. It was Prussia, and so they were Prussian. Violet. So I used to we watched Flula a lot when he was like uploading content regularly, and we would do his Learn German with a German videos. We enjoyed those quite a bit. Purple violet. Yeah, there are several of these words I'm not even gonna come close. Like this one is like purple violet, which, you know, purple's in Minecraft, and it's purple. Oh, you definitely look, yeah. Blue violet and German blau violet. I'm probably murdering that, but. His rants on the English language were hilarious too. Mauve, which is the same in both. It's only one word. Magenta is the same way. It's funny when the words are really close to each other, like with violet, just having an extra T. It's like, I think if they had just picked one and like just left the one word there, no matter which way they'd gone, like you could figure it out pretty easily. Delft blue. So many colors. I love this set is funny. The sets I have to do with these. This is actually one of the smaller sets that I have right now. It's 120. Next week should be, excuse me, hold on. Will either be I've got 3 sets that are in the pipeline to do. And it'll probably be shuttle art. Hopefully I will have everything ready to go for those next week to swatch. And those shuttle art pencils, that's a 260 set. That is our first tray finished, by the way. Let's do the flyby. Tray flyby, get to see all the pretty pencils. Now I set it up at the top. Now to get out the next tray, we will do another tray flyby. Some pretty purples and blues and greens, and we get all the way into the earth tones with the browns. So we're gonna cover a lot of ground with this tray in the color world, so let's get ready for that. Gonna take a sip of my cold coffee. Yeah, trying to get everything together for stream today took way longer than I thought it would, and there was no time to even warm up the coffee before we went live. Okay, Indanthrene Blue. This is a hard one to pronounce in English, like to remember all of those letters, because I don't really say Indanthrene a whole lot. I don't know if anybody else uses that term regularly. Hey, Mama Bear, welcome back. Mama Bear just got back from a fun trip. So glad she is here today. Oh, and Shrubs is here. Hey, Shrubs. Both of them are over on the YouTubes. Cobalt green, blue, greenish. It was a Faber-Castell. Did you have the actual Polychromos, or they have a student grade? Indanthrene, yes. Indanthrene blue. I know that's probably your favorite thing. You use that word all the time, right? Shrubs, in your day-to-day? Helio Blue Reddish. This is another fun name right here. It is like so incredibly descriptive and straightforward. Like I just did the Brute Funer sets, and their like names are all like flowery, and they would name this like Night Mist or something, you know, like that for its name, not. Okay, next we're going to a Cobalt Blue. Cobalt Blue made to be, well, cerulean also, they were giving this in your everyday speak. Mama Bear saying she does not use the term indanthrene. I'm sure it's probably going back. I've been doing color studies, and I could go get the book, but it is not here, and I'm not going to get up and leave stream to go get the book right now. That was talking through like all of the different colors that were created from processing coal tar, and it had this nice little like tree of colors. Maybe I can get it when I get ready. Oh, we're getting ready. I'm gonna have to take a break anyway in just a second to do my Etsy shots for this. Glad I thought about that. I almost forgot completely. Light ultramarine, and then I gotta get set up to do those Etsy shots. I will try to stay on mic while I do it, but just know that my mic is wired, so if it doesn't stretch to where I need it to stretch, I'm fixing that guy really, really quick. Okay, I'll zoom out here so you can guys kind of see what I'm doing on the desk. It'll make it a little more interesting right now, but let's start getting the shot placed here. I do them with my phone, so the nice thing is I don't have to. Okay, almost ready here. Let's see, sky blue is the one I need. Okay. Pose my arm right here. Oh, great, I gotta like, this is gonna be a fun little, trying to get this pose right and reach the phone. Okay, got it. One more, there we go. Okay, now we gotta do the video. Okay, getting the video set up. Nice thing is the video. Right there, done. Okay, there we go. That is all of that now taken care of. Now, I could pull up my chat over on Twitch and be able to see it a lot easier. Just a second and I'll have that up. There we go, Electric Bob. That is a great name. And I could not read it because it's in dark blue on black on my, I have to change that so I can see it. But there we go. That is a great name, Electric Bob. Welcome in, Electric Bob, over on Twitch. Okay, back to everything now. Let me go get the book. I'm gonna go get the book. We're gonna see real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Here is the book. Get your warm coffee. No, I'm already back. I already clicked back in. No warm coffee yet. Okay, but this is the giant book. I'm gonna move it around so YouTube can see it. It is huge, that I've been reading on color. And let's see if indanthrene is what I think it is. I will show you the chart that I was talking about. I read more than I thought the last time I got this out. Where did you go, pretty tree? Here it is. Here's the tree. Okay. I have loved this book. It is all literally, it's about what the title says, it's about color. But let's see, is indanthrene one of these? These are like a family tree of all of the wonderful range of colors derived from coal tar. And like naphthol, so if you've seen naphthalene is in here. And that's why I kind of thought that indanthrene might be in this family. But I'm not seeing indanthrene. Like some of the alizarins are in here. So that one that we saw earlier, the alizarin crimson, would come from here. We have anilines, methyls. The Yeah, just based on that name, I would have thought it would have been in here, but I am not seeing it anywhere. It must come from something else, or they've just found another way to make it out of this just because of that name. But yeah, it's always fascinating. Yes, I have actually got 3 books on this that I got at Christmas time to kind of go through and get to read all of my just deep dive into color and everything. It's part of a larger project I am working on right here to get to deep dive into this subject. I'm zooming back in. Sorry for the cough. I keep meaning to try to get over there. But go into phthalo blue, a Bob Ross color right there. But yeah, and it's been fun to get to just see the history. But there's a neat little spot at the beginning where they're talking, and they dive a lot into Painter's Passive. The sheet even has your name on it. Yep. These are the ones that I make. So I sell these over in the Etsy store. I am planning on releasing one with the German names on it instead of just the English. Like I have the Polychromos ones with the French names, as they have both. Middle phthalo blue. So. Right here. Yep. Right now I only have the English names available here. I'm also working on getting French and Spanish available for all of the Crayolas. Light phthalo blue. Creating lots of products. Bluish turquoise. It was one of those things that it all started because I was making these. Oh, you're doing a Bob Ross. Appreciate. Oh, that is really fun, Travis Brady. I love that. I have an idea to like do his intro, like a short, like where I'm swatching the color pencil, but. Just an easy one. Bluish turquoise. But he says the colors and they're all spread out in the episode. So finding the Bob Ross just saying color names, that's gonna be the harder clip to do. Next, Prussian blue. This is gonna be the one where it's fun to try to create the German one using an English keyword because it has, and I can never remember the name of the character, but it's the one that looks like an uppercase B, but it's actually an S sound that's a specific hard S instead of a soft S. Yeah, that one. Color, like, American keyboards do not like making that, and they make it a little bit more difficult. But pro tip for things I like, yeah. If you didn't know this, you can change, because I use Apple products, you can change in Pages you can change your default dictionary so that if you're typing in another language, then it will like spell check that language for you. Helio turquoise. Cobalt turquoise. I do watch, okay, another nerdy YouTube channel that I watch is Rob's Words. And he like talks about like the history of language. And it's cobalt turquoise is the next one. And he has shown how English would make a lot more sense if it used the appropriate alphabet. And that we have tried to use the wrong alphabet for the language roots that we have, and how then our spellings would like actually line up correctly and things like that. It was really interesting to watch. So I do recommend that channel if you have not seen it before. He's a lot of fun. Light cobalt turquoise. cobalt green. So he's basically going back to using, because again, the roots of English being similar with some German, some Danish, and then the, as well as obviously the French influence, that there are some of the runic letters that come from like older Scandinavian and languages and Danish that would actually show the sounds, like they actually line up better. As well as we've had some sounds, cobalt green right there, we're starting a new line. As well as like there are letters that we used to have like thorn and a couple of others that we have dropped off that help with the sounds as well. That when the printing press came around, got kind of lost. Like the F that you see that you think is an F isn't actually an F in Old English, like typing. It's a different letter as well, you know, so just that. And like the ye, like everybody sees a Y and it's actually a thorn, which made a TH sound. Booker's green. But he does a lot of etymology, obviously, with different words and where they come from, and really fascinating. Dark phthalo green. It's a great nerdy at night deep dive, rabbit hole thing to get down. Okay, this next name I absolutely adore. It is chrome oxide green, fiery. And it was that there was a regular S and the F, the one that looks like the F as well, were different letters and like made different sounds too. Next, phthalo green. Oh, excuse me, I keep coughing. Light phthalo green. This was another one that was wrong on the original chart that I have fixed. It said it was light emerald. It is light phthalo. It is fixed. Next, light green. Getting a little bit into a limey green right there. Grass green. Especially because this one does have a May green, but its May green is very different than other May greens I have. So I will probably do a color comparison of that one in May, because I think that's when that one needs to be. Oh, I like the Roman letter together, the A and the E that are together. Leaf green. Those all have specific names, and I am not an expert in that field, so it's one of those things that I watch it and I will remember it for the 10 minutes after I've seen it, but kind of forget about it after the fact. Okay, there we go. Leaf green. Oh, another typo. Crud. This is supposed to be permanent green right here. Let's fix it. I was trying to get all this done. At least I've got it up, so I'll be a little bit faster this time. Permanent green, this is 266. Etsy, fix the listing again. Done. That was a lot faster that time. Sorry for the cough again. Permanent green. This is permanent green, 266, unlike my sheet says here. Next we get permanent green olive. Again, the permanent green refers to a very specific pigment, although it is funny to think about a green olive that would never go away. It's permanent. Can't get rid of it. Pine green. Next we have chrome oxide green. Juniper green, go into a new line. Next we have olive green yellowish. And my son's favorite color when he was little, he loved green golden is what he called it. And this is just green gold, but green golden. He had not all the kids had it, but he played with the most. They had a V smile. And when you had green golden hearts, it meant you had full health. And May green. He really enjoyed his V smile, and he was also reading completely independently by age 4 on his own. Using all of that. And he is now in cybersecurity. So earth green yellowish right here. So I do not feel like letting him play video games hurt him at all. Chromium green opaque. We would even like to work with math with him to help him understand, because he was doing math but not when you don't realize it as a little kid. Like, okay, Mario, he loved the Super Mario games quite a bit. Mario has 3 coins. He gets 2 more. How many coins does Mario have now? And he was doing math because he knew, oh, he has 5. Right? Saying yes, he just did math. Also, the games back then didn't have a lot of dialogue other than text boxes, so it made him read. This is one of my favorite color names right here, Caput Mortuum. Kohinoor has this color as well. There's not a lot of sets with this one in it. Then we have India red, or did I mess up here too? It goes, yep, we have another mess up here. India red is all the way down here. Where is, okay, that one's gonna take a little bit longer, so we're just gonna pull the listing for right now, and I will fix it. fix. This is going to take a little longer fix. There we go. Because this India red has to move all the way down here. So that's going to take a little while to move it. So everyone loves Super Mario. I agree, Electric Bob, that everybody does love Mario. So we're just gonna, I'm just gonna continue on right here. I will fix this sheet. Next we have Burnt Carmine. Red Violet, which this is one of the ones that got moved because Red Violet in the original list was like way up at the top. So I was curious when I was swatching if I would agree with its new placement. Not. And these are names that changed because these were like light flesh, flesh, and dark flesh, the next couple. And they made them salmon, coral, and beige red. So a little bit nicer names. I don't know if that was to maybe be more inclusive in their color naming, which is a possibility. Super cool, glad they did that. But whenever I hear the term flesh, I do not think of like skin. I think of like meat kind of colors, and so it's always not quite the same. Like when I see the word flesh. Those two are very similar. This one's a little darker right here. Next I have beige red. Hold on. Sorry for the cough. I'm pulling out my old one here really, really quickly. Because I bought these in open stock, just trying to get a, because I needed a couple. What is the name of this color right here? Yeah, Dark Flesh 130, right there. And now 130 is Salmon. So yeah, they changed the name. I'm now curious if they changed, if the formulation changed at all on that. But yeah, the name's right here. And that may be hard to read because these are a metallic right here. They also went from all caps to using mixed case, which is interesting. It makes it not feel like it's yelling at me. But yeah, interesting. I was like, I think I have one that's that color. None of my others changed names. They've all stayed the same. But fun fact there. Fleischfarbe. Okay, that sounds outdated. You think so? Yeah. This is interesting to see that. I was like very curious. Like, I think I have this. I did. Okay. Did I do beige red yet? No. It's this one. Okay. Let's get back to swatching. Next, cinnamon. This was another one that I had because the original set of the Cone Horse was only a 72 set that I have. I now have the 144, and there's a lot more colors. But the original set had a couple of holes in it. Thanks for the hearts over on YouTube. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, Pompeian Red. I had to double check. Pompeian only has one eye. It's like I was like double checking. I was like, it feels like it maybe should have two, but it only has one. Now we are to that India Red that That's okay. It's fixable. It's all fixable. Venetian red. And then sanguine. Burnt ochre. Light to yellow ochre. Naples yellow. Next, dark Naples yellow, makes sense. We don't get a light Naples yellow though. We only get the regular and the dark. Okay, and brown ochre. Raw umber. Beast or beaster. I don't know how Englishized that should be, because like that's a French spelling to me, which means that you kind of swallow the R-E at the end. You don't pronounce it a whole lot. So I don't know if it's like pronounced like beaster or beast. A word I have not heard pronounced. I've only ever read. Van Dyke brown, another Bob Ross color. Nougat. Burnt umber. These browns feel fairly similar. Next we have burnt sienna. And walnut brown. Dark sepia. Oh, I forgot to do the flyby. Like, I just went to the next tray, not even think about it. I'm like almost done with that tray. I'll do the flyby. We can stop and do a flyby. So here's the one I finished. Ooh, pretty colors. The one nice thing is like these trays have like a little bit of a foam padding underneath of them that a lot of the companies don't do, which I like. Gives the tray a little bit more strength. But, as well as protects your pencils. Let's get this. There we go. We just did dark sepia. Warm gray 6. Warm gray 5. Warm gray 4. Kind of easy to guess what the next pencil is with these. Do you like this? Here's a question. Do you guys like the simple numbering system that they use, like just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as compared to the Prismacolor percentage? Because these go in 10, 20, 30, 50, 70, 90 percent. And this one also does not have a French gray option, which is typically a little more taupe-ish. Again, there are 150 pencils in the Prismacolor set to the 120 set that this is. And this is the most you can get in this is 120. Warm gray. Warm gray 1. I do like that they kind of bookended the grays here, because they made it to where like these got darker and then we switched to the cold, and they're gonna, like, it started dark and got lighter, and then we're gonna start at light and go dark. After, I do like that. Like, you could go either way with it. You could just start with the darkest shade and go light both times. That makes sense. Or you can make it reverse back out. Cold gray. 3. It's the middle of the road here. This is one of those where it would have been nice to have a little bit more room on the page, because then I could have realigned these just a little bit. This page is very full. Keep them all on one page. 120 is the highest I go. It's one page, just because after that you have to do the font so small to make it fit that it's not super usable. I feel like it's hard to read. This keeps it in definitely the legible world. Like, there is a page out there that has, hold on, all the Prismacolors on one page that you can get. And its font is so small. Black. Then we get into the metallics. Do not buy this set for the metallics, I will tell you that. Their Echo metallics are better. Silver. Gold. you can kind of see like that gold, like there's not a lot of color there getting laid down. I remember I was excited when I bought the copper pencil. I didn't test it because I only, at the time, I had the Prismacolors and I had the Kohinoor, and both of those sets only have a gold and a silver. Now the Prismacolor says there's a bronze. It's not really a metallic at the end there. And so I was like, ooh, copper, it'll be a whole new color. And I was really excited. And then I went to color like, oh. So I do not recommend these sets for the metallics, but they're a great set. Like, I mean, they are so beautifully pigmented. They lay down wonderfully. I don't know if you noticed, but I had very few crumbs. They, you know, a lot of times cheaper pencils, you end up with a lot of crumbs. I didn't have to clean my page a whole lot. But it's a short stream today. I was hoping to have the gradient sheet to do as well, the one that looks like this. But there were only so many hours this morning to get this put together and fixed, and I ran out of time. This was as far as I got, was getting that guy, and there were still, you can tell that I did it fast because there were a lot of mistakes that I still have to go back and fix, like moving that India red down here where it belongs now, and that will be fixed when I get I get it up and live again. And I will let you guys know, I've got a short that I'm gonna put out a little bit later today. So I will have it fixed by the time that short goes out, and that should be around, typically I like to release shorts around 5. So it will be fixed. Hopefully I'll even have the gradient sheet up at that point too, just for the 120 set. I will not have new photographs, so it will be the old photographs, but know that if the listing is live, it is fixed. It is current. And I'll be working my way through all their other sets because they've got a 24, a 48, a 60, and I think a 72 and a 68. They have a weird numbering system. Let's look here real quick. Oh, they don't have the 68 listed anymore, so I may pull that one from the shop completely. So 12, 24, 36, 60, and 72. The 68 was like a weird one they had out for a little bit of time. That was like a special set. So I'll just pull that one. But yes, that will have this all finished, all done. But yeah. I've got a little bit of work ahead of me. Tomorrow I will be getting back to painting. So I will be going into the next phase with that. Hopefully, if I can get them all ready to go, they should be nice and clean. I'll be using these guys, which are my repeatographs, which I do really like. They are just a little finicky. If they're not behaving, I will use just my normal pigment pens, but I'll be also testing those tonight to kind of make sure that they are ready to go and working the way they want. Oh. Band hammer. Okay, there we go. Had a Twitch bot come in and try to sell me something there, so I had to get the band hammer out. I had to do that a lot of time, but today I had to pull out the band hammer. Anyway, that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed getting to at least take some time. It's like I'm just in the midst of all the craziness and get to do this. Again, live tomorrow, we'll be working on that painting I started last week. Looking forward to getting to do that. It's like some of my de-stress time. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you then at noon. It'll probably go a little bit longer than today's went, but probably be a couple of hours, and I'll probably get messy, and I will probably have ink all over my fingers because that's typically the way that goes. But anyway, look forward to seeing you then. Until next time.